Hi Christina, it's great to have you here to discuss the southeastern European markets.
Hi Will, it's good to be here.
So it'd be good to just start with an overview of these markets and the ones that you've in particular decided to highlight.
So in this particular time, I've decided to highlight Greece, Romania, Bulgaria, and Croatia as kind of the most prominent markets in this region. And this is mainly due to because we are seeing hyperscale activity from Microsoft in Greece. We are also seeing developments in Croatia from digital realty, and again Greece as well. We are seeing some activity in Romania, in the case of Microsoft again, and in Bulgaria just some general hyperscale colocation activity.
So it sounds like Microsoft is what's driving this demand at the moment?
Yes, at the moment it is Microsoft who is the main hyperscaler right now. We might see some further activity in the future, but for now they are the main hyperscaler.
And is this demand coming through their own self-build projects, or is it co-location, or a mix of these?
So traditionally it has been through co-location facilities, but now we are seeing Microsoft developing 3 sites in Athens. But usually, yes, it is mostly through co-location.
Okay, great. Well, it'd be really good to see some of your findings and for you to talk me through them.
Yes, of course. So if we move on to the platform.
So when looking at this, the first thing that stands out on the screen for me is the large level of early stage capacity.
Yes, so the early stage capacity is due to a number of projects being announced in this region. However, the kind of, the process of acquiring...
It's not fully secured at this point.
Yeah, so because the process of acquiring the permits and the bureaucracy is quite slow, and also the demand is slower than it is in markets that were more established. So if you look at the early stage capacity, it is again coming mainly from Microsoft, who has purchased land in Romania last year and is going to add 30 megawatts of IT capacity to the market. And then there's also Digital Realty developing bigger sites in Zagreb, which is going to add 15 megawatts, and then in Athens as well, another 15 megawatts.
And so, with these new developments, has that seen the market composition change over time?
Yes, so the market composition has traditionally been retail colocation facilities, and is slowly becoming more present with self-build sites, but still more prevalent colocation.
What's interesting to me when you say it's retail colocation, because these are markets I think we would still class as emerging markets, and often they tend to be more dominated by self-build from the local telcos, but it sounds like it's got a thriving retail colo market already.
Yeah, it is quite a strong retail market, but now we are also seeing wholesale colocation entering the markets.
Great. And is there a market in this region that you feel stands out?
Yes. So the biggest market at the moment, if we look at the map, is Greece, and the highest concentration of operators present in Greece is in Athens, and then we have some clusters emerging in the north, in Thessaloniki and on Crete as well. So the main operator in Greece right now is Digital Realty with their Athens campus, which consists at the moment of 3 buildings with a 4th under construction, and then there's going to be another building added, which is currently at early stage, so the 5th building. We are also seeing heightened activity in Crete. This is because of the cable landing stations, which are going to be connecting Greece with Turkey and also the MENA region. So it is a good connecting point between connection point between Europe and the MENA region.
Yeah, and that really stands out because most of the data centers are along coastal regions.
Yeah, so this is exactly where the subsea cables are going to be landing in the near future. So around 2025, we're going to be seeing the first cables come to fruition.
Great. And are there any other markets you see growing or to highlight for the future?
Yes, so another market that is kind of gaining attention is Romania. This is because Microsoft has last year purchased land here and will be adding 30 megawatts to Romania's footprint.
Yep.
Then we also have Cluster Power here, who is going to be a big hyperscale site in the future, adding 200 megawatts to the market. And we are also seeing some activity in Croatia. So Digital Realty is currently building their site there, their second site there, adding 15 megawatts to the market. And yeah, those are the bigger projects right now that are happening in this region.
So other than Digital Realty, it seems that the market is mostly dominated by local players. Is that correct?
Yes, so because of the size of the market and of the demand, historically these markets have not really experienced as high of as activity as the other ones in the region. This has changed recently due to the pandemic, which has kind of forced the businesses to digitalize, and also the public sector. Also the governments in all of these countries have launched initiatives which allow them to invest in digital infrastructure. So they are focusing on data centers, and all of these countries are pro data centers.
Which always helps.
Yeah, it always helps. There's low tax incentives, there is land available, and power as well. So it is looking like a promising region and a good alternative to markets who are already oversaturated in the West Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. So it sounds like I'm sure a lot of operators will probably be looking at this or these markets at the moment.
Yes, they are. So we are seeing hyperscale activity and Digital Realty. We're seeing also Equinix in Bulgaria. So yeah.
Great. Well, that was really interesting to hear, Kristina. It sounds like these are really exciting markets.
They are.
Great. I mean, it was good to speak to you. And if anybody has any more questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to discuss. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for watching.